Hello and welcome. My name is Richard Matthews, and today we are talking about how to make content marketing easy. This is video 3 in the Digital Alchemy Formula Series, Your Content Machine, where we are discussing how to build your very own content machine by implementing the same content marketing method I use for myself and for my clients that generates awareness for my business, grabs the attention of my target audience, and paints me as the go-to authority in my space. This video series will be free for a limited time while I'm producing it as a way for me to generate interest and leads for the final premium course when it's done. So if you're watching this video now on a public platform like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram TV, or iTunes, then you are part of this beta creation process, and as a thank you, I want to give you lifetime access to the premium Digital Alchemy Formula course when it's finished, as well as exclusive content that will only ever be in the private course. If you want in on that, simply text the word alchemy to 55444, and I will make sure that you both get every video in the series as I produce it and get access to the final course on my learning platform when it's done. So with that, let's get into this video and learn how you can make content marketing easy. Years ago, my wife introduced me to one of my favorite TV shows, MASH. In that show, my favorite character, Charles Winchester, a surgeon of highbrow upbringing and tremendous skill, said something that has stuck with me for years. This was in reference to getting consistently good outcomes with his patients. He said, "I do one thing, I do it very well, and then I move on." And that is the secret behind doing anything greatly. But how does this apply to content marketing? Well, as it stands, it doesn't. So I've modified the saying slightly, and now it serves as the answer for how you can make content marketing something that is easy in your business and thus extremely profitable. Because it means it will actually get done. So you do one thing, you do it very well, and then you apply leverage. Now we'll talk about what the one thing is in a moment. Let's talk about leverage first. You see, leverage is a powerful tool. It allows you to put in a small amount of effort and get a large amount of effort back in return. The best forms of leverage, or at least the most fun, are modern-day machines. Take, for example, a BMW 3 Series, one of my favorite cars. You can sit behind the wheel of that driving machine and with not but a few minor movements in your wrists and your ankles, steer and push the gas pedals. You can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in mere seconds. Talk about putting in a little bit of effort and getting a lot of effort back in return. That's the power of leverage. It shows up in a lot of places in business, like hiring staff, so you can put in the small effort of hiring and managing and get back the huge effort of all of their hours of work product. It's specifically the leverage that comes from machines that I'm interested in here, though. It begs a question about this content marketing we've been talking about. What if we built a content marketing machine? A machine where you did one thing, produced one type of content that comes easily, content that you can build quickly, content that you can create very well, content that you can apply leverage to. A content marketing machine. A machine where the input, instead of steering in pedals, is this one type of content, and the output is a massive strategic content engine that automatically creates awareness, demands attention, and builds authority in your marketplace. Is such a machine possible? How might you build it? And what would the inputs be? Well, yes, it is possible. We've built several of them. We'll talk about how to build them for the rest of this video series. And as for what the input would be, a multimedia podcast. A multimedia podcast is the perfect type of content for creating the awareness, attention, and authority you need in your niche to become the go-to name. The name everyone recognizes. The name everyone refers and sends business to. The name that people reach out to when they're ready to buy. So why a multimedia podcast? Well, 3 reasons. 1, because they're simple to produce. Minimal gear and knowledge is required to produce a high-quality product. We'll talk about what you need a little further on in the series. 2 is because they're high value. The value from a podcast is multifaceted. Your audience gets value. When you have guests, they get value. And you're going to get the value of the 3 A's, awareness, attention, and authority. Podcasts open doors that would otherwise be shut to you. We could do a whole nother video series just on the value angles of producing a podcast. And 3, it's because they're easy to repurpose. From a single well-produced episode of your podcast, you can create full-length Facebook videos, YouTube videos, iTunes and Spotify and Pandora radio shows, blog, LinkedIn and Medium articles, Instagram quotables, Instagram TV, YouTube and Instagram clips, and so much more. You do one multimedia podcast, you do it very well, then you just add a bit of leverage. And that's when the magic happens in your business. Because then you will have an entire strategic content marketing strategy in place that can take you just a few hours a month to produce. Do this consistently, and you can become famous in your space. Now, With all of that in mind, it's time to talk about how you can build a content marketing machine just like this that builds leverage into your business. So in video 1, we talked about what content marketing is. In video 2, we talked about why content marketing is hard. And in this video, we talked about how to make content marketing easy by building a machine that applies leverage to our efforts. In the next video, I want to start exploring with you how you can build your own content marketing machine. That'll be the topic of the rest of the videos in this series, the Digital Alchemy Formula, Your Content Machine. To make sure you get access to the next video when it goes live, please subscribe by texting the word alchemy to 55444, and my team will make sure you get every video in this series, as well as a lifetime access to the premium Digital Alchemy Formula course when it's finished. That's it. See you in video 4.